Good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode where we at 9:38. It's the return of my routine. Woo! Even though we were only on 10 hours ago, we're back. What is happening? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I did make a change, slight change to my routine. My coffee maker, I took it out of here. Why did I take my coffee maker out, you may ask? Since like the inception of Hobby Evolution, I said, well, I would love to have a coffee maker in my office, in my card room, wherever. But it just wasn't. Now, I think when I get a Keurig, I think that'll be better than just a regular coffee maker. It's just messy, coffee grounds, water, just not good. So my wife suggested that I move the coffee maker upstairs. I had to move the coffee maker upstairs anyway because my mom and her friend came and they stayed in the bedrooms down here. But for them, it's easier. Plus the coffee creamer, just everything. So the coffee maker, for the time being, well, the coffee maker is going to stay upstairs, but if I get a Keurig, I may bring it down here. So I'm doing my old thing, coffee cup with my backup mug from Soil Biotics, Kankakee, Illinois. So that's an alteration, little change to my routine. Oh, it's nice to be back. Nice to be back. There's no noise, no interruptions. Nobody's knocking on the door at 7 a.m. I won't, fingers crossed, hear the doorbell at 7:30 and have to run and open it up for the movers or the plumber, the electrician, or the trim carpenter. So it's nice. Had Sports Center going on. I was early, like I was awake early. It was 6:28, and I'm getting my coffee. And my coffee. I started the coffee. This is kind of nice. So the bedroom is upstairs. Our main bedroom, master bedroom, primary, I guess is what you call it today. So I made the coffee. Stay on the same level. Be efficient. Wake up, walk across the room, get the coffee going, then come downstairs because I use the downstairs. I don't use the primary bathroom. I use the basement bathroom. It's the man's bathroom. I can pee on the floor. Isn't that what your wife always like? Why are you peeing on the floor? I'm not peeing on it's splashing. We get that backsplash when we pee. You always hear that. Oh, there's pee on the floor. Remember, there was a brief time, I think it was in the 80s, bathrooms were like carpeted. When my dad built the house I grew up in, we had blue, like bright blue, like almost Cubs blue, much bluer than this shirt, like a Cubs blue shag carpet in the effing bathroom. What? I was a kid. What were our parents thinking in the 1980s with some of the style and decisions they made with house decor? Didn't think we'd be talking about pee splash this morning, but here we are. So I got the coffee made. It was 6:28. I'm like, well, time to go. Because usually I'm late, right? Usually I'm grabbing my coffee and it's 7:08. Not 6:28. It's like, oh crap, I got to get my StreamYard going. 6:28, and I'm like, oh crap, I can sort cards for a little bit. So that's what I did. You see boxes are kind of splayed out on the floor. I was going through some stuff. If you missed it last night, we did Hobby Evolution in prime time. And I went through some of my pickups at the National. And I was going through the collection. table. I bought a table on Sunday at the National. I paid $2,000. People always want to know, why do people always? Here's what gets me. People, what's your most expensive card? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Somebody's at my goddamn door. What the motherfucking hell? God damn it. I'll be back. I am so beyond this. Jesus Christ. That was the landscapers. They're tearing up the driveway. They need the garage door open. I wish they would say that. Like, hey, instead of us ringing your doorbell and pissing off your dog and pissing Bo off at 7 a.m. when he's trying to do a live stream, we need the garage door open tomorrow. Somebody at their company has the garage code. That's why I'm on edge. It's not Hobby Evolution that has me on edge. It's all this bullshit that has me on edge. If they fucking ring the doorbell again, I'm going to blow a gasket again. I don't even know. Oh, we were talking about peeing on the floor. I don't know I don't know how we got started on that. Anyway, let's go to the chat. Oh, I just saw Kyle pop up. Kyle, I've got a question for you. Well, I'll get to it here in a second. Good morning, Turkey Cards in the house. What's up? We've got Raphael. Good morning. Good morning, Victor. What's up? Tiger727 in the house. Boston Smoke is here. James says, are you moved in to the new house? Yes. This is, I think, week 3. I think I've been here 3 weeks now. When did we move in? 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I think this is week 3. I think this is our 3rd Monday in the new house. And I haven't had an uninterrupted day yet. 3 weeks. Yes, here I am. 364 days. Oh, Brady's counting down. Donald Davis, good morning. Tracy's in the house. Donald wants to know, how's the 160 sales? I still don't have enough. So I I raised the floor price in my eBay store from $150 to $160. I don't have enough. It's only been, a week, maybe a week and a half. And in that time, our impressions have been all crazy on eBay. So I don't have enough. I don't have enough stats to say whether it's, I think I need a solid month of normal impressions before I can gauge what type of a move going to $1.60 is. My initial impression is no change. I mean, what's $1.50, $1.60 to somebody? It's not going to really make much of a difference. I find it easier. I can raise my floor acceptance rate from $1.40 to $1.50 where in my $1.50 listings, I'm firm on $1.40. And now I can kind of up that a dime, covering that postage, our most recent postage increase on stamps and upcoming. So basically that dime builds in for a couple stamp increases. So, but I don't have enough data to really notice what type of a difference it's making. Speaking of eBay and the impressions, so we saw a steep decline in promoted impressions back on, I think, July 16th, July 17th. So a few days in, my dog's going absolutely batshit crazy upstairs. So I made a change like a few days. Usually if there's a glitch, there's a couple days. Stop barking. Stop, please stop. And I've even had a cup of coffee. Usually like a couple days, like, okay, it'll return to normal. Well, it was like 4 days, maybe 5 days of the sharp decline in promoted impressions. So I tweaked my promotions and I went to a fixed rate of 10% just to see, because I was under dynamic, which sometimes your promoted listing goes for 3% on the promotion. And sometimes, and I had a cap at 10%. So anywhere between 3 and 10%, I had the promoted listing. So I'm like, I'm going to go to a fixed rate of 10% and see if that boosts my impressions. It did not. Here's why. It was my own fault. So yesterday was like my eBay cleanup day. And I reached out. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And so I had customer service looked into it. And they said, well, on July whatever, 21st or whatever, you changed your plan from a dynamic whatever on 40,000 whatever listings. And your new plan was only promoting 240 listings. I'm like, oh, that's not right. That's not right. So I went and checked. Sure enough, when I thought I was increasing my promotions, I actually sharply decreased. So that was a problem. This is why Son of Sam did what he did. He's going nuts. I'm going, okay, no, that's a very bad analogy. Okay. So so the promoted listings, so I gotta go. Actually, I'm just gonna go check it out right now. Just to see, because it's been a good 12 hours. Oh no, 16 hours probably. So we'll see what my promoted listings, if I saw a sharp increase, because normally my 31-day impressions are between 20 and 24 million. And right now my 31-day impressions, 12.8 million. That sucks, folks. That is not good. So let's take a look at impressions, and I want to go, let's do July 31st. And let's do July 31st. We'll just isolate the day. Okay, so when I went back and adjusted, so it looks like with eBay's back end, it is back and working, because my impressions for yesterday, now I'd only tweaked it for half the day, was 357,000 impressions, but that was up 163% from the day prior on July 30th, which was Sunday. So hopefully I'll see, I'll be back to normal. I was around like 700,000 was an average day on total impressions. So it looks like things are back to normal. I'm going to use air quotes for eBay. So what'd Tracy say? Tracy says, looking to get some blasters, 2022 Topps Chrome, 2023 Bowman, or Series 1. Which should I go after? Well, it depends on what your best at. Sorry. It depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for return value, or are you just looking for a fun rip? I mean, I think everybody's different. I enjoy Bowman the most. Series 1, I love at release. Now it's garbage to me. Topps Chrome, I'm not really a big Topps Chrome fan, so I can't ask you that. I can't advise you on what you should buy. What do you like most? But also, is the price right? I mean, of those three, I would say 2023 Bowman. But if it's like $50 for a blaster, I would say no. But I saw 2023 Bowman. I think I see it back to basically retail prices, even at card shows. $30 is what I'm seeing for Bowman blasters. So I think you're the only person that can answer that. I would say 2023 Bowman, but that's my favorite. So I don't know. Your favorite might be different. Hall of Fame card collector in the house. Turkey Card says, here we go again. Yep. And return to routine. Oh, you just wait. Not so fast, my friend. Lee Corso, not so fast. Here we go. Who's going to ring the fucking doorbell tomorrow? On tomorrow's Hobby Evolution. Who's going to piss Bo off on Wednesday? Good morning, Royals 417. National Hangover happening. Back to work. I tell you what, national hangover is real. And I found yesterday, I mean, for 5 straight days, you are on stimulus overload. I mean, you are around cards, friends, and just massive amounts of people. And then you come home. And I came home. I mean, my mom was here when I got home on Sunday night and her friend, so I was able to chat with them. But then yesterday, and here I am bitching about all the people being in my house. It was nice for a moment. And then I, did some work. And then I don't have a beginning and end to a work day. And most life coaches would tell you, you need to have a stopping point. You can't just work all day and all night. But I play with baseball cards. It's not really work, but mentally, I guess I do need that break. Anyway, it's like, because my wife's gone, and it's like, man, it's quiet in here. It's just me and the dog. And here I am bitching about the dog barking. Can't please me, I guess. But there is really a national hangover. You spend all that time, all that energy, all that stimulation, being around cards, and then back to work. Cooter says, I logged in to hear both throw a couple MFs out. It's going to be an interesting morning. But that's the thing. When you expect serenity, peace, and quiet, because for 3 weeks you've had the ding-dongs at 7 a.m., interruptions, and you finally, my first day of no interruptions, and the goddamn doorbell rings at 7:04, moving on. Kyle, what's up? So, Kyle, I have a question for you. Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm going through this morning because I came down early. Kyle says, I'm glad Hobby Evolution is back to regular scheduled programming. Enjoyed all the national content last week, but glad YouTube is getting back to normal again. I would agree with that. It is nice. I do enjoy, and since I was at the National, I enjoy the follow-ups and what people thought, because I learned. Here's one thing that this was a big miss on my part. A lot of the stuff you get in your VIP swag bag, like coupons and shit, you have to redeem at the National. So I'm going through and it's like, oh, cool. Oh, you have to redeem it at the National. There was a couple things that I didn't do. Shame on me. Anyway, Kyle, so the collection I picked, or the collection, I keep calling it a collection. The table that I bought at the National had a bunch of just random stuff. And I'm going through and I'm like, oh, here's a random custom business card type deal. And it's autographed. And I'm like, oh, I turned it over. It's Larry Garner. It's like, who the hell's Larry Garner? It says Legends from the Past. And it's got a pretty cool, I don't know if is that a Thunderbird maybe? I'm not showing it yet, but I'm going to show you. I look closer and I'm like, again, I said it was autographed. I look closer. I'm like, oh, that's Dale Earnhardt. And then I look at the autograph, and the autograph is inscribed to Larry. And I'm like, well, Larry's on the photo with Dale Earnhardt, so that's got to be a Dale Earnhardt autograph. And I ask you, I know Kyle is a big Dale Earnhardt fan. Is that a Dale Earnhardt autograph? You can't really tell. Should I sell this on eBay without authentication? Normally I would do that, but it's under a little scrutiny these days. I've never submitted an autograph to PSA. Actually, I've never submitted anything to PSA. I don't know. Is that a Dale Earnhardt? Does that appear to be a Dale Earnhardt autograph? It was just in this box, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Ideally, I would just sell it raw, but I don't want Sports Card Radio to be after chasing cardboard. Another YouTuber sells an unauthenticated autograph. I guess I could get the quick opinion. That's like $10. Maybe I do that. But I don't even know what a Dale Earnhardt autograph. That's the thing. If I authenticate it and it's personalized, it's on a custom card, is it even worth grading? I mean, I think I'm just going to say screw it and sell it on eBay as is. I don't know. Does Kyle have an answer? Kyle says, on first glance, it does look like Dale Earnhardt's signature. That's awesome. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I have to look at the market and see what a personalized Dale Earnhardt autograph on a business card, essentially. It's Dale Earnhardt with Larry Garner. It's like a custom card in front of it. Is that a Thunderbird? I think that's an old Thunderbird. Legends from the past. It says to Larry, apparently signed by Dale Earnhardt, who's in the photo with Mr. Garner. On the back, it's just Larry's business card. It appears Larry Garner. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't show that. Don't want to dox people. Paige and Dee Bean, what's happening? Good morning. James says Luis Angel Acuna is selling really well. He got traded. That's what I look. Today's trade deadline day, by the way. The Cubs made another deal, actually, I think, as we were broadcasting primetime Hobby Evolution last night. Jose Cuas, thank you to Matt, Royals 417 for the pronunciation, was traded for Nelson Velasquez. I'm okay with that. A lot of people in Cubs, there's a lot of prospect perverts that, well, we can't trade our prospects. It's like, are you a fan of the Iowa Cubs or the Chicago Cubs? Because we're trying to get to the playoffs here. So Jose Cuas, reliever. The Cubs need bullpen help. Nelson Velasquez isn't doing anything for the Chicago National League Baseball Club. He's in Des Moines. There's a lot of outfielders in Chicago that are really, really good, although they're not playing really, really good. Ian Happ, Seiya Suzuki, and Cody Bellinger. You can't just bring up Nelson Velasquez and say, Suzuki, you're a bench player now. That doesn't work. It's not how Major League Baseball works. So I'm cool with it. And I'm totally cool. Jeimer Candelario, we gave up DJ Hers and Kevin Made. The Cubs, according to MLB Pipeline, the 14th and 16th ranked prospects, which is right about what I thought. Actually, I thought it would take a little bit more than that to get Jeimer Candelario. I thought it maybe a fringe top 10 prospect, in the 10, 12 range, and then a 15 based on our system. But I haven't moved much. I think I still have a lot of Acuñas in my eBay store. But I did sell who else got traded? Somebody else got traded this week, and it's like, you get the trade bump. That's why I like trade deadline day for having an eBay store, is you get that trade deadline bump. Somebody moves teams, and it's like, I think, did Tarek Skubal get traded to the Dodgers? It's like, okay, going from Detroit to LA, we should see a price bump on Tarek Skubal, or at least move some of those $1.50 cards of Tarek Skubal. TD Sports Cards in the house. Good morning to you. He said there was a glitch. Mine sharply declined for 5 days. I seen a merchandise eBay decline at the same time. Yeah, there were many eBay sellers, and it was rampant on the. If you go to, I don't have it on my bookmark here. There's a community forum that you can get a lot of great information on the forums, and a lot of eBay sellers were reporting, and it was only on promoted listings. I showed the graph on Twitter, and people are like, well, the National has zero to do. Actually, that's statistically impossible. We'll call it 5. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. 0.5% decline from the National, especially when you're low end volume sales, because a lot of my client base is not at the National. Where was I going with that? So it's like, look at the graph. It's not sales, it's impressions, which funnel into sales, but it's promoted. It's specifically promoted. If you look at the graph that I showed on Twitter yesterday, it was a sharp decline on promoted listings only. It was not organic. My organic was basically like this. But my promoted went dropped off a cliff. Bo ate crow this morning. I did. What'd you have for breakfast? Crow. Mark, good morning. A little hobby evolution withdrawal. Me too. I just want to get into it. I don't even have a routine yet without getting interrupted. We'll get there eventually. And in a year, hopefully in a couple weeks when my wife's got to get back. And then when my wife gets back, we still have a couple other things that need to get done. My wife was saying, hopefully by the end of August, everything will be complete, finished, and no interruptions. Can't wait. But then by Christmas, or Thanksgiving, we'll have family over and we'll laugh. Remember the time at 7:04, the landscapers rang the doorbell and Bo got pissed off and wanted to throw the computer out the window. And we'll laugh. But not today. Not today. Red Bridge, good morning. What is up? What is up? Matt says to Cooter, I'm glad nobody in my office so I can turn the volume up and get the full effect of Bo yelling. We've got Johnny Boy Cards in the house. Good morning. John is here. He's a little late, but good morning to you. Actually, wait, I think John's in the afternoon. Harlan in the house. Seems like the time between episodes gets shorter all the time. Only 10 hours, right? Was it 10 hours? Yeah, 10 hours ago I was on. Dave says, I miss the walls of cards around you. That was what first attracted me to Hobby Evolution. Those walls looked like my card room. But I'd have to do it on my cell phone. We could go into the card room. I like it in here. I have windows that I can look out. Hall of Fame card collector. I bought a 10-box case of 2022 Bowman Draft Sapphire. Your thoughts? I think it's an awesome product. I don't know what you paid for it, depending on the price. I think it's a great product. TD Sports Cards, Dale Earnhardt autos go for 150 to 300. Holy shit. That's good. Let's see. Luis Angel is no Ronald. That he is not. That he is not. So sell. JW says, good morning. I did see a decline in my sales the past 4 days. I figured it was from the National going on. I highly doubt it. It's just kind of, in fact, last year, my sales increased during the National. My eBay sales were actually higher than normal during the National. 608 Sports Cards. Cody in the house. Did you make it to 1 million Cubs cards? This is a great question because I have not. But I stopped counting. And you're like, what? I stopped counting because I'm getting close. Everybody wants to start contributing now. So I have stopped counting. And I'm starting a pile, and I will eventually get them counted, but I need to just take a break and get this project really promoted. And what I mean by that is start sending out press releases, all that, because I want some I need some buildup. And I thought about that a lot. So initially, and I told a lot of people, like, oh, are you going to get it this weekend? I'm like, damn it, I might. And I didn't want that because I'm not prepared. I wasn't prepared. Now, a year ago, my goal was to hit 1 million by the National because I wanted that to be the culmination so I could have the buildup. And I'm at the National. I'm going for the 1,000,000th card. The 1,000,000th card. And I wanted it, I want it to be a special card. And the calendar flipped. We're doing the house. I'm getting doorbell rings at 7 a.m. And I'm not getting a lot of Cubs cards coming in. So it's like, well, I'll probably hit it. It's probably going to be like in the dead of winter when I hit 1 million. By like May, just 2 months ago, I thought, well, I'll probably hit it in January. Didn't think I would be close to hitting it at the National. I thought I would go into the National just a month or two ago. I thought I would go into the National at like 920,000. That's what I thought. I went into the National at like 948,000 because I picked up 35,000 the day before from my buddy David. So was not prepared. And then I had John from Tennessee had 10,000 for me. And Santa Claus Collector in Nebraska had 20,000 for me. Mike Summer had, we call it 3,000. Might be a little more than that because I think it's probably 3,500 from Mike, but then I told Dr. Beckett and Gabe when we were digging through the boxes on Sunday, I'm like, I'm kind of pumping the brakes. Because I need the buildup now. I wasn't prepared. So my unofficial count right now is 973,000, but there's a lot of Cubs cards that I haven't counted yet. So I'm going to hold off counting, and I think I'm going to count kind of a trickle. It's like it's cheating, but it's cheating the other way. Instead of like I'm deflating my numbers is what I'm doing. Got a mosquito bite itching like crazy down here. So I'm not deflating. I'm sandbagging is what I'm doing. I'm sandbagging the project. When you itch a mosquito bite, doesn't it feel, ooh. Okay. That's enough of that. So I need a buildup. I need a culmination. Because I thought about that through the weekend. It's like, what if I do hit 1 million? And then what? It's like Christmas. You have a buildup for Christmas. Well, maybe that's what this is going to be. At least at Christmas, Christmas is coming on December 25th. You get the buildup from November 1st. You get Thanksgiving. I feel Thanksgiving is more festive than Christmas. And then I'm not like, Jesus is not the reason for the season for me. And if it is, that's cool. But that's not my thing. I like Santa Claus and presents. That's the reason for the season for me. I love the Christmas season. And there's a buildup from like November 1st. You flip on the Hallmark Channel and you watch these Hallmark Christmas movies. And then Thanksgiving, I feel, is the most festive, like Thanksgiving weekend. That's why I love having the Madison Card Show on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, because people are out shopping and they want to get away from their families because they did probably Wednesday night, Thanksgiving, maybe Friday, blah, blah, blah. So Saturday, it's like, let's go out. Let's go shopping. Let's go to the card show at the Sheraton Hotel on John Nolan Drive. So there's that buildup. And then it's over. And it's like, then what? There's going to be a then what moment for me and the 1 Million Cubs project, even with the buildup. But I feel like at least if there's a buildup, I can appreciate it. I can appreciate the culmination. Where if there's no buildup, there's really no culmination, right? It's like, oh, we did it. Now what? Oh, now I got to sort. That's the shitty part. The acquiring is the fun part. The sorting is the not fun part. So no, I did not make it to 1 million. But I did start tracking. So 900, where are we at? Like 973,000 and some change. I have some others to count in. So I'm still. There's still some cards that I need to add before I get to 1 million, but I'm not counting. I kind of know what I'm working with, though. I do know. So Kyle says authenticated Dale Earnhardt autos sell for significantly more than raw. PSA and Beckett both charge 50 on Earnhardt auto. So I should probably just sub it, right? I should probably sub it. I'll take a look, see what's going on with the Dale Earnhardt autograph market. Sub it. Because it might not even be authentic. I mean, and this is what happens. Like, I'm sure this is what happened. You know, the chasing cardboard thing was a little different because it was from, I think, wasn't it from like a rock collector, Dwayne Johnson collector? This is just like, I get autographs a lot, like, especially when they're in person. It's like, you never know. And I don't know the provenance of this. To me, it looks legit. It probably is legit, but it was in this bulk box that I picked up at the National. So if it's $50, I'll just get it authenticated, and we'll see what type of value it goes for, raw and authenticated. Tiger727, I assume your Skubal trade comment was an example. As far as I know, he has not been traded. There was a rumor. Maybe it's not finalized. There was a rumor that he was traded to the Dodgers, or getting traded to the Dodgers. Let me try to. I saw it on Twitter, so it has to be true, right? I thought it was from one of the. One thing I hate about the trade deadline is all these fake accounts, but I'm pretty sure it was actually Jeff Passan. Maybe not. I shouldn't even name a name. Okay, so maybe I got spoofed by one of those dumbass accounts that make up trades. I hate those MFers. Cooter says, make sure it's an actual signature. The guy may have just used an image of his original Earnhardt auto for his business card. Oh, that's a great point. That's a great point. So we'll sub it. Where are we at? Double A cards in the house. Good morning. Flipping Sports Guy says, when Bo hits 1 million cards, he should have a live unboxing of the entire collection. That would be a long life. I have zero. I get bored. Last night I was going through cards. That's why I don't like doing going through a box video. It sounds really fun. Here's what I got at the National, which I want to show some of the bargain box finds I got. But after like 20 minutes, it's like, I am so bored. I can't imagine what like I'm actually looking through the cards and I'm bored. I can't imagine what viewers are like. Oh my God, this is boring. It's probably better than me trying to figure out my TV, but it's like last night we went 2 hours on the stream, and by the end I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. So no, I could not do an unboxing video of my entire Cubs collection. I could do without Thanksgiving. All it's good for is the extra football game. What about the food? The food is the best part of Thanksgiving. I love turkey. I love stuffing. I love pumpkin pie. Thanksgiving is an underrated holiday. I know most people, and I think some people probably think Thanksgiving is an overrated holiday. I think Christmas Day is overrated. Because by 10 a.m., you just have a mess to clean up. shit to put together, especially if you have kids, and shitty TV. There's like nothing good on TV on Christmas Day. Because by Christmas Day, I'm done with movies. And it's the NBA, and I don't like the NBA. Like, can we get like a baseball game or something? Can you do something? Because I'm tired of Christmas movies on Christmas Day. Christmas Day overrated. Hallmark movies are the worst good movies anyone will ever see. 100%. And I don't know, I can't understand why people don't like Hallmark Christmas movies. They are the bomb. I love Hallmark Christmas movies. And November 1st, because October, I love scary movies. So October, I'm watching scary movies. And then once we flip the calendar over to November, boom, my remote's on the Hallmark channel. And I'm watching Christmas movies. November 1, baby. Flipping Sports Guy says, now that you're back from the National, is there a Goodwill pallet waiting for you? Probably. I joked about that a few times over the week, last week, that I'll probably wake up Monday morning to an email. Hey, come pick up a pallet. So not yet, but it's been, has it been 6 weeks since my last pallet? Yeah, because I think it was oh, there we go. Yeah, so yeah, there probably will be soon. Flipping Sports Guy says, what's Twitter? My phone just shows some ugly X logo with an X under it. Yeah. Twitter is like the Sears Tower, Comiskey Park, Miller Park. I'm just going to say Twitter. It's Twitter. That's a sign you're getting old. When you start referring to things, you don't accept reality. You don't accept the new reality. And I'm at that age. It's the Sears Tower, it's Comiskey Park, and it's Twitter. Marky says, I'm so tired of my Tigers drafting pitchers and trading them away only to become all-stars elsewhere. I think I jumped the gun. Tarek Skubal did not get traded. So I think I got tricked by one of those asshole Twitter clowns. Peeps in the house. He says, maybe you'll find a Dick Trickle auto to boot. Dan's in the house. What's up, Dan? Tiger727 says, appreciate the info. You bet. Sorry to throw out some false info out there. That TV should have the free-for-all Friday score up there every week. Oh, that would be fun if I could figure out my TV. Hanukkah, 8 days of sports cards. We don't do Hanukkah either. I mean, we do. My wife's Jewish. I grew up Methodist. We have a menorah. We light the menorah. We have a Christmas tree. But that's about it. If Larry is a significant person in the Earnhardt legacy, you might have a real gem of a card. Really? So let's Google, who is Larry Garner? I mean, they're posing. It doesn't look like it's a meet and greet or anything. Larry Garner. Let's see. Oh, there's a musician by the name of Larry Garner. And he's apparently, according to his business card, he's a legend. LaGrange, Georgia. Let's find out who old Larry Garner is. Oh, I think he passed away. Oh, like 10 years ago. Is that him? Yep. 2013. 46 years old? This guy looks older than 46. This Larry Garner was older than 46 at the time of that picture. So that's a different Larry Garner. Maybe this is Larry Garner Jr. Let's look it up. Let's check out his obituary. Yeah, this guy. Well, I mean, Earnhardt passed away in what, 1999? So he has survived. Okay, so he was born to Larry Garner Sr. Okay, so, well, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Larry Garner Sr., LaGrange, Georgia. Let's see. There's like nothing. LaGrange College Sports Hall of Fame. No, that's not it. So I don't know who Larry Garner is. So I don't know if he was a significant person in the Earnhardt. Maybe he was, and he's just not recognized. I don't know. Flipping Sports Guy says extremely overrated. I hate pumpkin. Not a fan of turkey. If I eat it, that's the only day of the year I do. I get it. Hey, some people love it. Some people hate it. I love turkey. I love pumpkin. I love pumpkin pie. I don't like pumpkin spice. I don't like all things pumpkin. I only like pumpkin pie. Reppin' Rajon Rondo, what's up? Cheers to you. I got to see Josh at the National. Thank you so much. Got me a parking pass. Appreciate that. We hung out at the Singles Club for a little bit. Michael Renicky, what's happening? Good morning to you. Brian Wolf in the house. Marky says, give it time. We will trade away all of our best pitchers just before they're ready to shine. It's like Andrew Miller, Max Scherzer, Verlander. He shined before he was traded. Flawed Thinker in the house. What's happening? Uncle Rich is here. Bo needs to make his wife do what we used to do for kids on Hanukkah. What was that? U.S. barely advanced this morning to the knockout round in the World Cup. I didn't even realize the World Cup was going on right now. Marky says, going to put legend under financial advisor on my business card. Power move by Larry. Yeah, how about that? Legends from the past calling yourself a legend. That is a power move. Legends. Legends from the past. Larry Garner and Dale Earnhardt. Dale passed in 2001. Okay, I knew it was right around I knew it wasn't 2000. I knew it was either 1 year or the other. So it was 2001. Let's see. Uncle Rich says that is 8 nights of gifts, and make sure each one is better than the day before. By the end of the 8 days, you should have one of our pre-war Cubs cards. Hey, I like it. I like it. Raise hell, praise Dale. There you go. 2001 was Dale's crash at the Daytona. I remember what I was doing. There was a gas war going on nearby in Sterling, Illinois. And my friend Chad called me up. It's a Sunday, obviously, because the Daytona 500. My dad was a big Earnhardt fan, loved NASCAR. So my dad's watching the Daytona 500. My buddy Chad calls, back when we had landline telephones, calls me up. Hey, there's a gas war in Sterling. I'm going to go fill up some tanks. You want to go? Okay. So we drove up to Sterling. Was only like 30 minutes away, probably 40 minutes. And we went up there and turned on the radio after filling up all his gas tanks. Because I think gas was like 75 cents a gallon or something. It was something crazy because there was a gas war going on. This was, 2001, obviously. And I remember hearing about the crash, like getting back in the truck and getting home and like, what happened? What happened? Crazy. Let's see. U.S. women's national team looks like the mess the men's team was a few years ago. Brian wants to know, was Car Dealer Pro at the National, or are they strictly on collects now? So they're basically the same. Car Dealer Pro is part of collects. So yes, Car Dealer Pro was at the National, collects was at the National. They're together. So there's I don't even know how it's structured, but like the guys that I work closely with are Ted. He's the CEO. Fred. So Ted handles like collects. Fred handles Car Dealer Pro. Alex is on the Car Dealer Pro side, and David is, I think, more on the collect side. But it's kind of like they're intertwined. Like it's all in the same thing. As far as like how the business is set up, I don't know, but they're basically the same to me. How I view it. So yeah, they were there. Let's see. Flipping Sports Guy says crappy coach and hanging on to the older vets for way too long. No shame, self-proclaimed legend on the business card. Flipping Sports Guy remembers watching that live. It was crazy. My classmate and friend DeJuan Jones is playing for the men's national. Oh, that's freaking cool. Very cool. Brian says, I feel like they stopped working on Cardi the Pro and only work on collects. People talking about going over to Carnazio. They have not. I can tell you they have not stopped working on Cardi the Pro because there's Cardi the Pro 2.0 is coming out soon, like within the next couple of weeks. It was supposed to be launched at the National, but they had a bug that they had to fix right before the National. So big improvements coming to Cardi the Pro in the next couple of weeks with CDP 2.0. There's going to be other sports will be recognized. Pokemon will be recognized. Should have slightly better image recognition. So stay tuned for that. And, here's what I say. Like, obviously, I'm a big Cardi the Pro guy. I'm friends with the guys that work at Collects and Cardi the Pro. But the thing is, if it's not working for you, go to Carnazio. Like, if you don't like the way Cardi the Pro is working, then try Carnazio. That's my best advice. Because I know people are, having issues, and, I had issues with Carnazio, and I tried it multiple times. I didn't like it. Flipping Sports Guy says, important questions. Is Cardi the Pro 2.0 addressing the new eBay condition changes? I'm not sure about that. And I haven't logged into Cardi the Pro in a while, like since before the National. So a while meaning a week. So I would assume that type of change is minor compared to what the changes are within Cardi the Pro 2.0. The Cardi the Pro 2.0 is a big change, a big good change. How things work as far as condition changes, that's a fairly simple fix. That's just a few changes in your spreadsheet and boom, you're good to go. So I would say no, it's not part of Cardi the Pro 2.0. It's probably in the works like right now just to get it updated, because eBay on the back end with their uploading and with their file exchange changes multiple times. Like there's a lot of like little quirks, like I think it was graded and ungraded was something that went into effect maybe a year ago. And so just based on what you put in, the data you enter into the spreadsheet had to be, instead of like yes or no, it was like 1 or 0. It didn't work the same. So I'm sure that will be instituted here shortly, or because I don't think the condition changes are required right now. I think it was, what did eBay say? Like September. Well, God, it's August already. It's August 1st. Can you believe that? So it's not into effect yet, but I'm sure that that's going to be a change that they add here soon. Paul Heath, good morning. Dan says, I will hit 100,000 Cardi the Pro scans this week and have loved it. That's awesome to hear. Awesome to hear. By the way, if you're into Cardi the Pro or haven't used it and want to use it, use my promo code CUBS, CUBS. Sign up and use that promo code CUBS. You'll get 500 free scans from Cardi the Pro upon your paid subscription. So check that out. Marky says, against my better judgment, I uploaded a bunch of 2022 NFL Chronicles football cards that recently came out. I should have known there is a bit of a lag on new sets. There is, yes, definitely. Sometimes that lag is a month. Sometimes it's 2 months. I told a couple people, I'll still use, especially on like 2023 Bowman, I still used Cardi the Pro and uploaded the 2023 Bowman. I had to type in, I tried to do, I had everything set. The only thing I had to fill in was the title, team, and player. Everything else was copy paste. So 2023 Bowman, number 1, Aaron Judge, New York Yankees baseball card. Boom, done. And so on and so forth. A little longer because it doesn't recognize the images because it's such a new product, but I find it very useful just to have that spreadsheet and have the photo hosting. So you don't have to pay for, a third-party image hosting. website, whatever. There's going to be people with issues with every platform. 100% agree. Absolutely 100% agree. AI is not going to be 100% effective. Not yet. Let's see. Kyle says, authenticate and keep that Dale Auto. Then after 1 million comes, you will have a great start on 1 million NASCAR cards. No, then you won't get any NASCAR cards. If I try to collect 1 million NASCAR cards, you're not going to get my NASCAR cards. I tried using the condition field in the spreadsheet. Unfortunately, that didn't work for the ungraded condition fields. It still puts your condition in the item specifics, but not where it will eventually be required. Interesting. So I wonder, has eBay even set that up for file exchange? I don't know. Let's look at some cards. So today, I'm not going to go through a box of just random stuff, but my buddy Dave, call him Arn Dog, told me about this awesome vintage bargain box table. And prices were kind of all over the place. I bought a whole bunch of cards from this table. And this was like my go-to on, I don't know if it was Saturday morning or Sunday morning. It was basically like if it had a price on it, that's the price. Like Johnny Padres was $2 on a 1958 Topps. It's in pretty good condition. You know, the corners are a little, you know. What the heck was that? Mini Minoso off center, 61 Topps, $2. Got this Warren Spahn. Now I paid slightly below sticker price on these because I did get a volume discount. I can't remember what I paid, but I think I got like $20 off. There's some Yaz in here that I meant to give to John and Ed. I don't know if these were just not with me at Shoeless Joe's on Saturday, but I there was actually like 4 or 5. Yeah, like here's something of Yaz. Here's a Decal Edge and a scratch off. So I'll save those for Christmas. Couch People Christmas Party. Here's a Willie Stargell 68 Topps. It's beat to hell, but it was $1. That's what I love about dollar. Like, I'm so sick and tired of seeing modern Bowman, and I love Bowman, but I'm so sick of seeing Bowman in dollar boxes, modern Bowman. I mean, give me a vintage bargain box for a beat-up Willie Stargell for $1 all day long. Here's a Brooks Robinson 68 All-Star, $250. 68 Topps Roberto Clemente batting leaders. 68 Topps All-Star Rod Carew. And I paid, there's sticker prices on here. I paid slightly below sticker price. I can't remember how much off he might have gave me, because I think I spent $125 with him, and I think the sticker price was like $145. But his non-sticker priced cards were $1. So I got a Paul Molitor Alan Trammell for $1 rookie card. Can't beat that. I got this 58 All-Star Louis Aparicio for $1. 77 Topps Cloth Rod Carew, $1. 71 Topps Joe Morgan, decent condition, $1. Come on, give me this all day long over freaking modern Topps rookie card. If I see another Aristides Aquino rookie card, I'm gonna flip. Jose Canseco, 85 Huntsville Stars Burger King. Paid $1 for this. Now that's $1 box. That is $1 box, folks. 72 Topps Willie Mays. Guess what? $1 flipping dollar. That's all. A 73 Topps Rod Carew, less than $1. 75 cents on that. Again, I paid less than sticker price on these. 73 Topps Nolan Ryan, sticker price was $6. 73 Topps Brooks Robinson, $2. Here's another Yaz, 69 Topps batting leaders for $2. 69 Topps Joe Torre, that was $1. 70 Topps All-Star Reggie Jackson for $3. 70 Topps All-Star Frank Robinson, $1. 70 Topps Juan Marichal for $1. 70 Topps Home Run Leaders with Mr. Carl Yastrzemski. There was more than 4 or 5. So that's going to go in the Yaz pile. Oh, that was not a vintage. 71 Topps Pete Rose, $3. Now I think it's got a crease. Yeah, it's got a few creases. But for $3, all day. Early Win, 58 Topps for $2. Another 68 Juan Marichal. 67 Juan Marichal. And a 67 Joe Morgan, $3. But wait, there's more. There's more. Okay, those were Singles Club finds. I think those were 50-cent box finds. So here's some more. Just a few more to show, and then we'll wrap it up for Tuesday. Tom Seaver, 71 Topps. In decent shape. Tom Seaver scratch off. Dennis Eckersley rookie card, $3. $3. Here's another Frank Robinson, 72 Topps, $1.50. How about this rookie catchers, Dale Murphy for $2. And finally, Hank Aaron, 73 Topps, $2.50. So those were some vintage finds. On my scroll, you can access my eBay store easily by just going to 99centcards.com. There still are some 99-cent cards in my eBay store. So go to my eBay store, 99-cent cards. A lot of these cards will be listed to my eBay store this week. So I want to get some more shipping done here this morning, and I want to focus on listing this afternoon. So shipping and listing, listing and shipping, shipping and listing. That's on the agenda for Tuesday. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back on hopefully no ding-dong doorbells at 7:04 tomorrow like we had today. Sorry for the F-bombs. Hopefully the kids weren't watching, listening. So have a great Tuesday. Check out my eBay store. Like and subscribe. And we will see you tomorrow morning at 7 Central.